Next, we look at the 12-volt loads. Now there's two distinct loads that we're going to look at. First is on the chassis side. When you have the battery disconnect on for the chassis side, so basically the batteries are connected and providing power, it gives power to all of the chassis components. Those components can be the starter, the headlights, the radio, the computers, all of the great stuff that happens on the chassis side. And all the loads are associated with that. But the key thing to remember is there are a couple of items that usually bypass the chassis disconnect switch. Those items are the ECM and the TCM. Some radio memory is done that way as well, not to mention alarm systems if you have an alarm system. And the key thing to remember is all these things draw on that chassis battery. And it may take a month, sometimes even 2 months, but it can drain that battery down to nothing. If so, you're stuck with a dead battery and you wonder why. And that is why. The second half of the loads that we're going to look at is the coach loads. Basically everything in your coach is 12-volt powered. Everything from the lights to the control boards for your refrigerator, for your air conditioner, for your water heater, all of that is 12 volts. And all of it is going to take power away from your battery. Now it does go through a battery disconnect, so when you hit that button, it shuts all of that off. However, there are a couple of items that do not get shut off by your battery disconnect. The first one is the carbon monoxide detector, some of the LP detectors, and even LP valves that are actually on your tanks. All of those create a slight load on those coach batteries that will drain it down. It may take a month or even 2 months, sometimes even longer than that if you have a lot of battery power. But the key thing to remember is it does drain the batteries. So in storage, you may wonder, how do I keep them up? Well, that's where solar panels come in.